Backtogodheadtv. Welcome you.
Hey everyone. Welcome to Backtogodheadtv. Ha ha ha. Be blessed by the divine. Today we will give you proofs on how 5 elements were originated from Supreme Cosmos. Sky, air, fire, water and earth are these 5 major elements, also known as Tatvas. We will share all this with science behind it, taking references from Srimad-Bhägavatam Puran. It is not so precisely described by any YouTube channel so far, so keep watching till end. Backtogodheadtv. Even in our present experience, we can know that nothing is generated from inert matter, but inert matter can be generated from the living entity. For instance, by contact with the living entity, the material body develops into a working machine. Srimad-Bhägavatam begins with the definition of the ultimate source. It is a bona fide commentary on the Vedanta Sutra by the same author, Trail of Vyasadeva. God and Supreme Personality of Godhead are not same. God is Ishvara, but Supreme Personality of God is Parameshwara. This is following extract from Srimad-Bhagavad Bhagavad Gita chapter 7 verse 4-Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence and ego are all inferior energies of the Lord, but the living entities are different from all as superior energy, which is further described in Srimad-Bhägavatam as follow. Srimad-Bhägavatam 3.5.27. Thereafter, influenced by the interactions of eternal time, the supreme sum total of matter called the Maha-Tatva became manifested, and in this Maha-Tatva the unalloyed goodness, the Supreme Lord, sowed the seeds of universal manifestation out of his own body. The Maha-Tatva is the total consciousness, because a portion of it is represented in everyone as the intellect. The Maha-Tatva is directly connected with the supreme consciousness of the Supreme Being, but still it appears as matter. The Maha-Tatva, or shadow of pure consciousness, is the germinating place of all creation. Srimad-Bhägavatam 3.5.30. The false ego is transformed into mind by interaction with the mode of goodness. All the demigods who control the phenomenal world are also products of the same principle, namely the interaction of false ego and the mode of goodness. In every transformation, the last finishing touch is the glance of the Lord, who acts as a painter, and he mixes different colors to transform them into a particular color. The controller conveys the import of God, but the Supreme Person is called the Parameshwara, or the Supreme Ishvara. The Supreme Person, or Parameshwara, is the Supreme Conscious Personality. Srimad-Bhägavatam 3.5.33. The sky is a product of sound, and sound is the transformation of egoistic passion. In other words, the sky is the symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. And so, Guru Nanak Dev also called it not sound of unmanifested Aum. The sky is the cause of air. The sky has only one quality, namely sound, but by the interaction of the sky with the glance of the Lord, mixed with eternal time and external nature, the air is produced, which has 2 qualities, sound and touch. All material creations take place from subtle to gross. The entire universe has developed in that manner. From the sky developed the touch sensation, which is a mixture of eternal time, the external energy and the glance of the personality of Godhead. The touch sensation developed into the air and the sky. Similarly, all other gross matter also developed from subtle to gross. Sound developed into sky, touch developed into air, form developed into fire, taste developed into water, and smell developed into earth. Srimad-Bhägavatam 3.5.34 Thereafter the extremely powerful air, interacting with the sky, generated the form of sense perception, and the perception of form transformed into electricity, the light to see the world. Similarly, after the air is created, interaction of sky and air, touched by time and the external energy of the Lord, produces electricity. And after the interaction of electricity with air and sky, mixed with time, external energy and the Lord's glance over them, the water is produced. Srimad-Bhägavatam 3.5.35 When electricity was surcharged in the air and was glanced over by the Supreme, at that time, by a mixture of eternal time and external energy, there occurred the creation of water and taste. And after the interaction of electricity with air and sky, mixed with time, external energy and the Lord's glance over them, the water is produced. Srimad-Bhägavatam 3.5.36 Thereafter the water produced from electricity was glanced over by the Supreme Personality of Godhead and mixed with eternal time and external energy. Thus it was transformed into the earth, which is qualified primarily by smell. When one element mixes with another, the number of its qualities increases. In sky there is one quality, namely sound. In the air 2 qualities, sound and touch. In the electricity 3 qualities, namely sound, touch and form. The last stage of physical development, the result is earth, which has all 5 qualities, sound, touch, form, taste and smell. Conclusion. The conclusion is that the physical elements may work very wonderfully to the layman's eyes, but their workings actually take place under the supervision of the Lord. Those who can mark only the changes of the physical elements and cannot perceive the hidden hands of the Lord behind them are certainly less intelligent persons, although they may be advertised as great material scientists. Today on Backtogodheadtv, we discussed all 5 elements of nature, their properties, and how they were originated from Maha-Tatva, Supreme Cosmos.
Hey uncle, how are you doing?
Checking out my books, to bring something new, tomorrow on our channel, for our lovely audience, exclusive on Backtogodheadtv.
You are awesome.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Let us see if you can get us 100 likes. Be blessed by the divine. Are you on Instagram? Give your blessings on Instagram, at Insta.